I'm Paul, a learning designer at the Open University within the STEM faculty.
And I'm Chandra, also a learning designer at the Open University, and I work with STEM faculty too.
The irony of an asynchronous presentation about asynchronous working is not lost on us. This presentation is about asynchronous working and what we mean by this in our work context, how we go about our working in this way with module teams, reflection from those engaging with the process, and what our vision for the future of this way of working is.
We should clarify that we don't use the term asynchronous with the teams that we work with. We simply discuss the process, as outlined a little later in this presentation, and plan our work accordingly.
Resources vary on the type of session. They may include screencasts, audio, and mind mapping tools. For the storyboarding sessions, we've developed templates on Miro and Padlet.
In order to personalize the resource for each module team, we scope out certain requirements as part of the planning. For example, for a student experience storyboard, we look at the titles of blocks or units and the amount of weeks needed for each part. Once created, this is shared with the module chair and relevant module team members in order to sense check the plan, allowing time for fine-tuning if required ahead of step 2.
This is the supportive onboarding section of the process. We come together to discuss the practicalities of the task and ensure that participants feel comfortable and confident using Miro. We agree a timescale to complete the task that's feasible for all parties, taking into account current work demands and any pressing deadlines that fall within that time period. The team is then given the space and time to engage with the work at a pace that is right for them. They are able to contact a learning designer during this period if required, or to update with progress.
At this stage, the work has been completed and some kind of output has been generated. Sharing this output with all relevant stakeholders helps to provide an opportunity to develop and to refine the information before collectively reflecting about it. The reflective meeting gives us a chance to discuss and consider the output with all relevant stakeholders. The key focus of the conversation here is, so what next? What are the practical next steps to take with the outputs created?
Using a flipped approach to design work helps us to develop a context in which design conversations can happen at a pace and time that works well for all. It can help time-poor teams plan and use their time to engage with and develop their thinking about design in an iterative manner. It provides defined points in time to check in and support each other in the design process.
My thoughts are that the Miro board activity was very useful and could become a standard part of the production process.
Seeing outputs in the visual format has really helped the module chair. It has been useful for an overview of the module to see the variety of learning experiences.
It was hard at times to get my thoughts down in a coherent way on the board, but I found the process really useful to help me better understand how the module fits together.
I think it's very good and can be exceedingly good as a tool for discussion and planning, for module teams to all come together and map out key learning outcomes, key concepts and approaches.
There's a range of positive impacts that this approach provides. It allows a richer, more developed discussion to take place about the content and important design decisions. It allows module teams to work at a pace and a time frame that considers their current workload demands. It enables the design to be more holistic and organic than simply idea creation and, metaphorically, wrestling with drawing ideas out of the team's collective mind. And lastly, it gives ownership of the process and of the artifacts and outcomes that arise from this method to the module teams.
So what's our vision for the future? We envisage being able to offer all module teams the targeted support that they need in a manner which creates empathy around both needs and time constraints between all parties involved. Our aim is to create different supportive routes towards world-class module production. One route for further research at the OU on this topic would be to analyse the impact of asynchronous working across the different faculties in order to develop the best possible design support during module production.